Okay. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to one more game, where one more game is never enough. My name is Eddie. Down below is Chris. You didn't want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I thought we just do one at a time. I didn't know we were doing this.
Well, I texted you.
I just put my phone down.
Either way, Chris is down below, and of course, we have two wonderful guests on our show today. Guests, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
My name is Pete, also known as Pachyderm. Some people may see me as Pen66. That's Pehn. Tonight I'm playing Chishiro. A lot of +1/+1 counter stuff going on. That's sort of the theme.
I'm Greg, bioinformator on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Moxfield. And I do unboxing videos on YouTube. Other than that, I'm like promoting other people's chat streams and hanging out in chat, playing in chat chaos games and stuff like that, and starting to try and get in some games.
What's the craziest pull you ever got out of box?
Oh, I mean, I've cracked a lot of stuff. So like, I mean, I do have a mana crypt that I pulled.
Sick.
And things like that. But I've got, a lot of high value cards that I've pulled just because I've opened so much stuff.
That's awesome. My first ever Innistrad pack that I cracked Liliana the Veil, and it's my all-time favorite Planeswalker, so that was like amazing for me. But anyway, today I am playing Tatsunari Toad Rider. This deck is an enchantment build. It's all about getting as many enchantments on the battlefield and hopefully draining out the table. So let's draw for turn. I'm going to play a forest into a wild growth and pass.
All right, I'm going to draw for turn, play a mountain, and a drill works mole. For 2, I can tap it, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and up to 1 target commander creature that I control. Pass turn.
I'm playing Hamza, Guardian of Arashin. I have this deck fully tuned on at a different level, so I wanted to bring it down a notch, and I did an artisan build where it's very close to Pauper almost, but I want to just get giant beaters as quick as possible, but still kind of dirtle out, because I've seen how Hamza can do it. I wanted to still play it, but bring it down a notch, so I'm pretty stoked. All right, turn 1, I'm going to play a command tower into a Finned Horn Elves, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay. So my deck is Kodama and an Aura, but it was recently a Gargos deck, and I decided to just kind of switch up the commanders a bit. And we'll see how that goes. It's if it pops off, it can get crazy. But it doesn't always work out. So I will draw for turn. I will play a forest, and I will tap that to get out a Spore Frog. Spore Frog's my buddy. I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
I really love the wood block lands.
Yeah, like I opened so much, I had enough for this kind of a mono green deck of having it all foils. So.
Nice. Next level beautiful. They really are.
Let's play a swamp. Tap 2, 3 for an overgrowth. And pass.
Untap. Draw
Probably
for
should have
turn.
played my commander, but whatever.
Tap 2 for a signet, and I will pass turn.
All right, I'm going to untap, and then I'm going to draw. I'm going to do an Evolving Wilds. I'm going to crack it for a Plains, and then I'm going to pass the turn at that.
Chris, I think you and I are going to have to take a trip out to Brazil and record some episodes.
Yeah.
Untap. Draw for
Literally
turn.
almost like half our followers are from Brazil and Portugal.
It's so insane. I love it, though.
Here's another forest. Tap both of those to get out Primal Rage as an enchantment. All creatures I control have trample. Eddie, it looks like you don't have any creatures.
Sure.
So Spore Frog for 1.
That's blood. You haven't played with me before. I'm a very spiteful person.
Yeah.
I might have to.
And I will pass.
All right, very cool. Untap. Draw for turn. Let's.
Spore Frog has to get his damage in while he can.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Let's tap for 3, play Tatsunari. Let's
Another frog toad
yeah.
situation.
I must have missed the memo. I didn't know we were playing frogs tonight.
Yeah. I got an elephant over here.
It's the Kermit pod.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've got a snake. Hey, what do you know?
Let's pay 2 for a Weaver of Harmony. Make a Kimi. And then play an Overgrown Tomb tapped. And I'll pass.
All right, untap. Draw for turn. Spire Garden.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna go ahead and get Chishiro online.
You call him Chishi?
Yeah, Shishi.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Shishi. All right, Shishi.
All right.
Japanese.
And I will pass turn.
All right, I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna draw.
I'm actually really excited to see this deck play out because I was looking at a bunch of different Gruul style decks, and this is one of them. And I don't know what to build.
Blighted Woodland, crack it, and then get 2. Is the same color, right? Yeah, it's up to 2 basic land cards. I'm gonna do 1 of each, so forest and the plains. And I can't do anything after that point, so I'm just gonna pass the turn. From there, not gonna ping anybody for 1 because I have a lot of blockers in the field.
Untap. So I will put out a Castle Garenbrig, since I control forests, so it doesn't have to come in tap. Yeah, so everyone's got blockers now, right?
I got a
Correct.
1/1.
I got a 4/4 and a 1/1.
I got a couple of them.
Okay, so I'll pass.
All right. Let's untap. Oops. Draw for turn. Float a green. Actually, do I want to do that differently? Yeah, let's float a green. I'm gonna play Eidolon of Blossoms. We're gonna deal 1 to the table. I'll gain 1, and I'm gonna use the
So what was the 1 to the table? Where did that come?
Timey trigger.
Kimi.
Okay. So
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna pay 1 using the floating 1 and copy that triggered ability so it happens twice.
That means we all take 2.
Yeah, and I'll gain 1. I mean, I'll gain 2. And I'll play a Forest for turn. Let's go to combat. Let's swing at Greg with Tatsunari.
So how much is that?
It's 3 commander. And then I'll pass. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to draw from the thing entering. But you're still good.
So, am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Untap. Draw for turn. We're gonna pay 2 and tap Drill Works. To put +1/+1 counters on him and my commander. And what size are your blockers, Eddie?
I have a 2/2 and a 3/3.
Oh, that can double up to kill my commander. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but you guys figure out the Eidolon of Blossom is a draw engine, so he may or may not block, you know?
So you just told him exactly what he already knew.
Just reiterating. It's commentary, you know?
Uh-huh.
I'll pass.
All right,
I'll hold. I'm not in a good position right now.
Draw. Play a land per turn. Tap for 5 for a Kozilek's Chamber. Tap for 3 because it's got haste for a Workshop Assistant. I will then pass the turn.
So, okay. I have nothing to untap. I'll draw for turn. And I am going to play a Beseju as a land rather than channeling it. I am going to pay 3 for Branching Evolution.
That's a good one.
So if I ever do anything with +1/+1 counters, then I'll get a benefit there. But ain't nothing happening with it right now. And Spore Frog is just going to be reserved to save my butt if anything goes wrong. So I will pass. I
Sorry.
don't have any big beaters out yet. So
I don't like that you said yet. All right, draw for turn. Let's pay 3 for a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. We're gonna trigger Eidolon and draw a card, and you guys are each gonna lose one, and I'm gonna gain one. Let's play a land for turn. It's a Polluted Delta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Greater Good. I'll draw a card. You guys will each lose one. I'll gain one. I drew a land, so I'll play it as my second land for turn. We're gonna crack the Polluted Delta. I'll lose a life. Oops. And let's find a breeding pool. I'll take 2 more. And then using the last 2 mana, I'm going to play a Rampant Growth.
got stuff popping off.
It just lands.
Yeah, but land leads to other things.
I mean, not when I only have 2 cards in hand.
Like, look at Lewis and Clark. They just went through the land.
I'll put a forest into play tap.
They got a great outcome.
Yeah. What creature is that, Chris?
That is a 1/2 workshop assistant. When it dies, return another target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand.
You have no artifacts in your graveyard?
Nope.
Cool. I'll swing Kimi at you, and that's 2 enchantments in the Spore Frog, right, Greg?
Yes.
All right. Tatsunari at you.
Okay, so you're going to take me out with commander damage. So
Probably not.
one, so 1, 2. It's 3.
It's 3. Yeah. And then I will pass for the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. I'm gonna pay 3. Drop a Sword of Feast and Famine. That's the one that's pro black, pro green. Because an equipment entered the battlefield, that's gonna trigger Chishiro's ability to get a 2/2 red spirit with menace. Menace. And do not have enough mana to equip it yet. Or to use the ability. So I will move to my end step. And at the beginning of my end step, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on any modified creatures I have. And I have 2 modified, so then I will pass turn.
Did not realize it was every creature. That's pretty solid.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, anything that's modified. So as soon as I can equip the equipment, then that'll trigger another modification.
All right. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to Meteor Golem, the Greater Good.
I'll respond, and I will sack the Kimi to it. Draw 3. I'm gonna discard 3, but I don't know what 3 yet. Oh, this was in the graveyard. This and this. I'll discard a Yavimaya, a Doomwake Giant, and a Cloud Key.
Okay. So on top. Draw for turn. So I'm going to put down a Cavern of Souls. And it's for Hydras.
Yeah.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 5. Can't do that yet, but I can do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets out an Aura. So the first of my partner commanders. So as long as it's my turn, the commanders have indestructible.
Nice.
That's good.
And anything else fancy to do here? Okay, I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap.
Do not have offensive capabilities at the moment.
You do have the frog though, which is
Well,
great
yeah,
defensive ability.
I'm not so quick to sacrifice my frog like he is, but he can get it back.
Eddie, your camera's blurry.
Is it? How did that
Top
happen?
down. There you go. You're good.
Okay. Thanks. That was weird. All right, let's pay 3. Playing Estrid's Invocation. We're gonna copy the Eidolon of Blossoms. So I'll draw on the ETB and draw for the Eidolon that's already there, and then we'll make a Kimi.
Okay, so it's the way that it works that you already cast them before he came out, so we're not losing any life yet.
Yeah, it's after this.
Right,
we
right,
lose
right.
the- And what did you copy? Did the Eidolon copy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want it like that? Let's do. Tap this for 2 green. We'll float 1. Play a Utopia Sprawl. We're gonna cast it on the breeding pool. I'm gonna draw 2, and you guys will each lose 1, and I'll gain 1.
What's the life loss and life gain from?
Kimi when he's on the battlefield. The frog.
Oh, okay.
Your life is going in the wrong direction.
Yes.
So. Oh, I forgot to choose a color for this. We'll say. I guess it already taps for green and blue, so we'll say black. So we'll tap this for 2, a blue and a black, and then 3, 4, float 1. We'll play Spark Double, copy an Eidolon. So when it enters, it's going to become a copy of Eidolon. So I'm going to draw for it, enter in the battlefield. I'm going to draw for the other 2. Yeah, because they're ETB triggers. So we'll draw 3.
Okay, but we lose 1 for it.
You don't, because that's a cast trigger and it's not
Oh, okay.
an
Cool.
enchantment.
Oh, it's a creature.
And then I'll play my first land for turn, which is an Ancient Tomb. And then I'll play my second, which is going to be... We'll go Swamp. Hmm. I'm gonna regret this, but let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, lose 2. We'll play a Binding of the Old Gods, and I'm gonna destroy the Feast and Famine.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna draw 3 cards. You guys are gonna each lose a life, and I'll gain a life. You got a lot of big creatures. So I'm gonna pass.
All right. Untap. Draw for turn. One, two, three, and four for a Tawashi Guidebot. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. And then I can pay 4 to draw a card, and it costs 1 less to activate for each modified creature I control.
That's cool.
So I'm going to put the +1/+1 on the spirit. I really need to draw some cards so I can find some land because I'm a little short here. And everybody has at least 2 creatures to block with, correct?
Yeah. I have a 3/3 and a 1/2.
4/4 and Spore Frog.
I have 4 2/2s, a 2/4, and 2 3/3s.
Yep, nothing I feel like attacking into. So I'm going to go to end of turn. I'm just going to trigger Chishiro's ability for all of my modified creatures. So,
And
pass
then
turn.
step, I'm gonna nat claim the Eidolon of Blossoms.
The original?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make it more confusing for you.
I gain 2, right? I mean, gain 4, right?
Yep. Untap all. Draw a card for turn. I'm gonna pay 3 for Foundry Inspector. And then 1, 2, and 3 for Extruder. I am going to pay a white to dispatch the second one of the 2. Do the spark double. It's gonna be exiled.
Yeah, the one that's a 1/1.
Yep.
Got it.
I'm gonna sacrifice Meteor Golem to put a counter on something. I'm gonna put it on
My creature?
the Kozilek's Channeler. Sacrifice Workshop to put a counter on Foundry. Bringing back the Meteor Golem to my hand. And then I'm gonna pass the turn.
Tap. Draw for turn. Five. So it's 5 and 4, 4, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I have a 4/4 creature, that gives me a discount that allows me to put the Great Henge out.
Nice.
And with the Great Henge out, I will tap it for 2. Tap it for 2. I gain 2 life. But that mana is going to go to waste.
It's still 2 life.
Yeah. And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Let's untap some stuff. I'm not going to do Estrid's Invocation's ability because it's a May. And then I'll draw for turn and then put another lore counter on this and go search for a forest, put it into play tapped. Pay 2. Play an Omen of the Sea. You guys each lose 1, I gain 1, and draw a card. Play a command tower for turn. Play a swamp for turn. Let's pay 2. For a Wolf Willow Haven. Put it onto this forest. Let's get that out of the way.
Your deck should be it taps for a blank tribal.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Can you share some of that? Like, I could use a little bit. No, watch. I'll hit a patch and get like 8 lands in a row
Yeah,
with
that's how it usually goes.
nothing else
It's a
to do.
matter of time.
Oh, and then I draw for turn. You guys each lose 1. I gain 1.
29.
Yeah, but he's got mana and card draw, so
Yeah.
A little bit.
bode well. He'll hit something eventually.
Let's go.
So is it still just this card draw running off of Eidolon?
Yeah, the aesthetic.
Yeah, the Estrid's Invocation is still a copy of it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna play a Citizen Champion.
I was really hoping I had a copy of that card for.
Huh.
I think it was this deck.
The Citizen Champion?
Yeah.
If I have an extra one, I'll hit you up.
Oh, you don't have to do that, man.
I don't mind.
Okay. So we lose a life, or no?
No, that
That's
one's-
No, it's not an enchantment. I had just drawn it.
'Cause that one does counters on it, right?
It does, yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna go blue black. Not that it matters. Blue green for a clever impersonator impersonating the Estrid's Invocation that is currently an Eidolon. Somehow that makes sense. You guys will each lose 1. I'll gain 1, and I will draw 2, 3 cards.
Why would we lose one? You think it's like I thought it was a cat.
That's a creature, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's on cast. Sorry.
So
You guys won't lose 1.
you
I'll
just-
lose 1 because I just put 1 in there. Whoops. Tell you what, these land enchantments are friggin' annoying to.
Grr,
like-
why must I have so much mana?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to sound like that, but I love the mana. Don't get me wrong. Let's go 2, 3. Lose 2 life, and we will play a Bastion of Remembrance somewhere. I'll draw 3 cards.
And now we lose one.
Now you guys will lose 1. I'll gain 1. And I'll put the counters on here. I forgot the last one. So we'll do the 2.
And he gets counters when. Remind me again.
Enchantment enters the battlefield, I believe.
When a creature enters.
Enchantment.
And then you draw.
Oh, when an enchantment enters.
That creature.
You've
goes
only played 1 enchantment though, right?
there. No.
The other one
I-
was a creature.
But it enters the battlefield as a copy of the permanent. It's you guys didn't lose life because it's this one's on cast. This one's on ETB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sees it as the enchantment.
Yep. I forgot there was a difference between on cast and ETB. My bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it's little things like that that make the game silly.
It is. I think I'm gonna go. 1, 2, 3, and I'm tapping the forest for swamps because of the dryad, and then it's producing 1 extra green because of the wild growth. And I'm gonna play a Phyrexian Arena. I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3 cards. You guys are gonna each lose 1, and I'll gain 1.
Alright, who has a back to nature?
Right.
Yeah, so it isn't commander damage. He's just gonna ping us to death.
Yeah, pretty much.
2,
Slowly but
3.
surely just whittle us down.
That might be the plan.
Unless he's using up all his enchantments.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Now what? Eh. Oh, this thing went off. So all my creatures have death touch, and this is sacrificed. Not that I'm gonna do anything with it. I'm gonna go to end. We're gonna discard 1, 2, 3, 4 lands.
Must be
And
nice.
You're good.
So many lands, he doesn't need them anymore.
Yeah.
I know, such a problem to have. Okay, so I have a question.
Shoot.
If I put an enchantment in play, can I Well, let's see. That would have to happen that way. Oh no, it'll be okay. All right, so green and 1. I'm gonna cast Ordeal of Nylea. I'm gonna put it on the spirit, which gives it a 3rd counter. And then 3 or more, I sacrifice Ordeal to search my library for 2 basic land cards, put them into play tapped.
Yep.
Ooh, mana. Land, let's get it.
Now we can play.
Oh my god. Where are they all? Definitely not in that stack.
Well, it's definitely good that you had that then.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least it gives you opportunity to shuffle, so you get out of the
Yeah,
land
exactly.
desert.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah, I was in one game recently. Started with I had a 3-land hand, and then I was like mana starved after that. You know?
I think that's one of the worst ones where you're like, yeah, this is golden. I have 3 lands, 1 more, 2 more, I'm golden, and then you just nothing.
Yep. Yeah, starting with Spore Frog has been the good thing for me. But
Oh yeah.
So that leaves me with 2 mana. I have 3 modified creatures, so I'm gonna pay 1 for the reduced cost to trigger the guide bot to draw a card. I have not played a land for turn, so I'm gonna play my land for turn.
Hey.
woo,
Ooh, okay. Now we're starting to get somewhere. That still only leaves me with 2. I'm going to. I don't have anything better to do with it. Pay the 2 to add another counter. That moves it up to 4 here and 4 here prior to my end step.
Love those dice.
Yeah.
And then at my end step, it triggers again to Chishiro's ability. So all of these modified creatures get another +1/+1. And I will now pass turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap Echo Cost. I'm gonna sacrifice it to itself to put a counter on Finhorn Elves. And draw for turn. This is gonna cost 3. Let's do 1, 2, and 2 for Hamza.
Commanders.
How many cards in hand?
Me?
Yeah.
0 in a second.
Yeah, I figured.
So let's get Gilgate taps, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Meteor Golem. Getting rid of the Bastion.
Ooh, good target.
And then I'm going to. What is Eddie's board? That's a bunch of stuff on Eddie's board. Don't really want to press it. That's those. All right, I'll pass through.
And tap. Draw for turn. Okay. Mm. Well, I'll get my 2 and my 2 life for the henge. Hmm. 1, 2, and then if I do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or okay.
So the what's it called? The subtitle thing worked
Okay.
without us having to reset the stream, but it just said how many carbs in him. I don't know what it thought we were talking about, but how many carbs are in him?
It's gotta be a good amount depending on how you make it.
With this mana, so for a total of 6, I can get out Kodama. So my second commander is out. And because the non-token creature entered the battlefield, I can put a +1 counter on it and draw a card.
There's 1.5 grams of carbs per 100 grams of ham. That's not that.
Oh
bad
my
at all.
god. I wouldn't have expected it to be.
I do like ham.
There you go. Perfect for keto.
Did you just suggest a ham to keto?
Yep.
I did. This is low carbs.
That would be an interesting eat.
Yeah.
I will pass my turn.
Welcome to
All
my
right.
game where we talk about ham and carbs.
Apparently.
On keto.
Oh my god.
It was
All
out
right,
of left field. I didn't know where that was coming from.
Yeah.
Well, it's from the subtitles. The
Yeah,
subtitles
thank you to
thought
our
that's what we
sponsor of
said.
Subtitled ham.
Oh my god. All right, let's untap a bunch of stuff. Let's draw a card and lose a life for the Phyrexian Arena. And then I think just draw for turn, right? I'm not missing anything. Although I'm pretty sure I played the Omen of the Sea and never actually drew cards off of
I
it.
don't think you did
Oh,
either.
yeah, I never scryed to and draw it. I only drew off of the whatever they're called.
The people.
All right. Yeah. All right, let's pay a green and play an expiration. I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I probably should get rid of those. And you guys will each lose one, I'll gain one. Because I'm gonna be drawing way too much. I'm probably gonna draw myself out and I don't have anything to stop that. What's that?
The version of the exploration is pretty sweet. That was like a box topper, wasn't
Oh
it?
yeah, from Double Masters. Yeah. Let's play for my first land for turn an Undergrowth Stadium. My second land for turn an island. And thanks to the exploration, my third land for turn. This should have just been an landfall deck. Mystery Rainforest.
That's what I'm
Holy
going like.
crap.
Slash and Yorick.
Seriously. Alright. Pay 2. Thank you, Dryad. So I don't have to crack that thing. For a... I'm actually hesitant to play enchantments. I think I'm going to draw out my library if I keep doing this. No. Sanctum Weaver. You guys each lose one. I will gain one, and then I will draw.
You're about 40
3.
feet deep right now.
Yeah, I know. It's actually really worrying.
Our tiny violins are out for your
Yeah.
draw problem.
That's fair. Let's pay. This is the one that taps for 3. Let's pay 3 for a Cloudstone Curio. This will fix that problem. How do I want to do this?
Kind of want to wish I had a Cleansing Nova in my deck.
Let's pay 2 for a Fertile Ground. And we are going to. Let's enchant the Undergrowth Stadium.
You've got like 8 mana just from tapping things, just from those alone.
I know. Let's pay 2 for a Kenrith's transformation targeting Hamza.
Yeah.
Wow, that was probably a bad target. Whatever.
Draw 4.
Draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys will each lose one and I'll gain one. It was like you were excited to hear me draw 4.
Yep.
Why on earth could that be? And then because of Cloudstone Curio, what am I gonna bounce back? Let's bounce back the Clever Impersonator. All right, let's pay 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna replay the Clever Impersonator. It's gonna target Kimi.
The way Clever Impersonator is worded, you could actually do.
Oh, it is legendary, isn't it?
Well, no, I'm not. That's fine. It just has to be a non-land permanent. I'm just wondering if you took into account everything on the field. I think it says it doesn't have to be yours, right?
No,
So,
it doesn't have to be mine.
If you like something on someone else's board, you can make.
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm trying to figure out a way of making those things happen a lot more. Yeah.
They'll cancel each other.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you definitely want a copy of the draw effect.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to do that.
Or even the Dryad. It's probably a good option to double land sap for anything.
The Dryad?
So you can play additional lands.
Oh, yeah. Play another land. Empty out my hand a little bit more. But then it's an enchantment and I'm drawing more. That's not what I want.
If I become a land.
I've never been in a position where I don't want to draw cards.
What about Cetacean Champion? At least it's a creature.
Right. I was actually thinking Cloudstone Curio. What'd you say? The Human Soldier? That's
Yes.
funny. That's actually really funny.
The most value.
The problem is I need to get rid of those card draw engines because I'm going to screw myself up.
Well, they're creatures, so you could sacrifice them to something, probably.
If I had a sack outlet, which I haven't drawn into, ironically.
Oh. Wasn't there
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go with the... Yeah. Let's go with the Exploration. And then we'll bounce back. the exploration itself. I'm gonna draw 2. You guys each don't lose anything. With that, I can play another land this turn. I'm gonna play a Watery Grave tapped. I'm not gonna tap that yet.
Pretty soon, all your lands are going to be on the field or the graveyard.
Seriously, how do I get rid of those cards?
You could just pass the turn. That's the easiest way.
No.
Well, I mean,
Get
you
rid
could.
of-
If you do something to get them to bounce into your hand, you can then just keep it in your hand until you need to discard it.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, Cloudstone Cure.
I just don't want to keep because I would have to play an enchantment in order to do that. Oh no, I can play a creature to do that. So I have a yeah. Let's do that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of these tapped for blue thanks to the Dryad. I'm gonna do the Shimmering Chimera, and we're gonna bounce back the Estrid's Invocation. I'm gonna draw 2 on the ETB, and I have counters to put on this. I didn't pay any attention to. Played the Sanctum Weaver this turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but that's an enchantment creature. So
What's that?
We don't have to say anything, Greg.
It's an enchantment creature, so we have to lose a life for it, right? Because it's an enchantment.
Oh,
Doesn't-
yeah. From
Doesn't
the
matter.
enchantment.
Creature is also an enchantment.
Yeah.
Just fair magic.
No, that's cool. I was just I got lost in it all. All right, let's keep have that for 2. And then 3, 4, lose 2. We're gonna play an Agent of Erebos. We're gonna bounce back the Citizen Champion to my hand, and then I will draw a card. You guys will each lose 1, and I will gain 1. And Chris, we're gonna exile your graveyard.
Yeah.
And I think that's all my mana.
I think I got my life. I don't know if the click worked. I think that's right.
I check the history right now. You're at 26. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, using my mouse is a little dodgy. So
Is there a way that any of the 3 of us can like stop this life loss by pinging to death on enchantments?
I have no cards in my hand, unfortunately.
it's Kami that's doing it, and he can
Keep making them
keep
for
making
my
them.
commander.
So I guess we would have to get his commander.
So if the commander leaves play, does Kami leave play too?
No, Kami
No.
stays.
Oh, that sucks.
The problem is he's got enough lands to just recast like a bajillion times.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to end step. We are going to discard.
I definitely think you should just upgrade the deck to just this land taps for 6 tribal.
Let's discard a Sylvan Library, an Urborg, a Boseiju, Marsh Flats, an Estrid's Invocation, Balaged Recovery, Erebos, Mirror Maid, and Mystic Remora.
Wow.
Go.
All right. So are we good?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we're here too, guys. Don't worry.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of shenanigans I can get on my turn.
You got
Okay.
this. You can do this.
So
I mean, your creatures are getting tall.
they are, but don't have trample, so they're easy to block at the
Uh.
moment. And Menache's not really doing me much good either at the moment because everybody's got blockers out.
Right.
So let's
Oh, and this is way late, but I had the branching evolution on the field when I put the counter on Kodama, so it should have been 2.
You could do it. We're
Yep.
fine.
you're good.
Yeah, don't sweat.
Well, let's do this step by step. So I'm going to pay 1, 2, and 3 for Sword of Light and Shadow. That's the pro white, pro black.
Yeah.
Up that on top. Sorry. Then I'm going to pay the 2 to equip. Then I have 4 modified creatures now, so the tap draw card happens for free.
That's a cool little build-up combo right there. Just a tap for a free draw in a sense, but you have the value out of it.
Right.
Yeah, I wanted to do like combos with that Tawashi, because once you get it to where you can just tap it and not pay for it, it's just you can
It's
do
nice.
untapper stuff with it.
I'm gonna pay 2 for Stone Coil Serpent. That's gonna enter with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. It has reach, trample, and protection from multicolored.
You can stop that toad if it's swung at.
All right. Oh, also because an equipment entered the battlefield, that triggers Chishiro's 2/2 Spirit with Menache. We'll get another one of those. All right. I will have to end turn. And so that's going to trigger this to 6, this to 6, this to 5, this to 3, and Tawashi Guidebot is going to get 1 because it is now modified with the equipment.
Yeah.
All right, and I will pass turn.
Alright. I'm gonna untap. Draw. I'll cast a Burnish Heart for 0. And I'm just gonna crack it right away just so I can get some filtering. And then I'm going to get 1 of each and pass the turn. You're good.
Yeah. Untap.
All my draws are deep in the deck.
So you still have no cards in hand?
Still nothing.
Draw for
Right.
2.
Wow.
A lot of like the good draw cards are like rares.
Yeah.
So got another forest.
It was 3 for that, not 0.
Turn.
Got 9 viewers. We're like basically famous.
Let's go. Basically.
You know, like
Basic.
one more, it's like next level. You know, that's double.
Well,
digits.
to our credit, we are streaming at the exact same time as Olivia
That's a
with 200 viewers.
fair. And even Corey is with Donnie is doing what do you call it?
Oh,
Oh,
the
event.
charity. Yeah,
I kicked off yet? I don't know if it's kicked off yet.
10:30 it starts up soon.
10:30. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I'm gonna do my 2 for the henge.
Oh, there's another channel, Bon Bonito. It looks like
Yeah, she usually has a few.
yeah, she's at 160.
And 1. Wait a second. Okay, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 with Garen Brigg will get me 6. Okay, and then I've got 2 from here, so that's 8. I've got another one. Huh?
Do you get the life?
Yes, I already did that. And that will allow me to. Okay. 8, so 4. 4. Okay. For the 8, I'm putting out a walking ballista.
Uh-oh.
So with an X of 4,
Becomes the 80.
but with the branching evolution, that makes it 8.
All right, that's solid.
So that's an 8.
No, it's a 10-10 because it gets the counter from the tree.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Henge.
Hinge. Yeah,
cool,
The tree. I couldn't think of the name.
that's all right.
excellent.
The Animal Kingdom tree.
And since it's a creature, I also get a card off of that.
And then you get to do the Kodama trigger.
Yeah, but since it was an X, I think the X is 0. Okay, yeah, but the X is 0, so I just pulled the land, and I think you're allowed with Kodama to put out a land. Land cost 0.
You can put in a land, but also before you put in a land, whatever you paid into X will make it its mana cost on cast.
Yeah, so you can do 8 or less.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of things where X ends up counting for 0. So
Yeah, for sure.
sure. But if that works, then I am also going to get out a Sarith, the Viper's Fang. So
Ouch.
other tapped creatures you control have Death Touch, and other untapped creatures you control have Proof.
All right.
Okay.
I will 100% allow you to swing it in with the Walking Ballista to make it tapped, and I'll jump block with my Elk, and then you can go to town.
I appreciate you, Chris.
I will 100%. I'll even take 10 damage. I don't care.
Yeah, so
If need be.
okay.
I mean,
If I-
creatures that matter. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then he would then take out a couple more creatures after that, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think I can get through on you because you just got too much stuff.
Well, no, you would definitely take Chris up on his offer. You get to bring him down by 10 and do damage to the board.
I could if I want to remove counters from it.
Oh, fair.
but-
Okay.
I could save that for another turn.
That's true.
You could always like tap it with Sarah or something like that. I think is it tap or on tap?
Yeah. So like if I tap this to attack with it, it'll have Death Touch. So if I okay. So Chris, if I send this at you for 10 and it'll survive, you can do whatever you need to do on your end.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chump block with the 3/3. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, because it'll give you a chance to get your commander back.
Yeah, that's what it really comes down to play.
So that was it, but that was a 10 with trample.
Right now, you can only remove 6 counters from it, otherwise it will die instantly. Right? Or no?
No, 7 counters.
No,
Oh no, 6 counters, or on the
3
7th
damage
counter
was
it
dealt
would
to
die.
it.
Yeah, so right now it's got 3 damage on it. So I don't know if you want to if you wanted to keep it around for later on, you would have to only do 6 pings. Just so you know.
Yeah. And okay, so if I were to spend 6 pings, let's see, is 3, and how big? Well, it should be noted on the card itself. So can't be 3/3. So actually, the commander and Kimi, I could theoretically do that, or is the commander got any extra stuff on it?
No, nothing extra.
So it's a 3/3, and Kimi's a 3/3.
Yeah, you only need 1 counter per creature.
Because it's got
Oh,
Death Touch.
Yeah, because it's Death Touch.
Right.
Okay.
So
So
you
then-
can mow down a lot of things right now.
That's why I was saying like you could
Yeah.
damn near take out my whole board and then start taking out other people's boards if you wanted to.
Okay. Then first we'll get rid of Tatsunari.
Sure.
Then we'll get rid of Kimi.
Yep.
Okay. Now let's see.
If you don't have flying protection, his flyer could be a thing.
I do have reach.
Oh, okay.
I'm also not attacking with it. It's a 3/2.
Yeah. Okay, so now Pete.
Yep.
I should probably do something about you as well.
You don't really have to.
You don't have to,
Truly have to.
but let's get your commander.
Look.
Okay, so at least they'll slow down the counter gain. What's the thing with 6 counters on it?
That's the tap 2, put a +1/+1 counter on it and my commander. It's a 7/7.
Is it a creature or a...
Yep.
Okay, then we'll do that.
Look.
You guys remember what I targeted with the Clever Impersonator?
I'm pretty sure you said Cloudstone.
Yeah.
No. Oh, did I
No.
make a copy of Cloudstone? I thought I made a copy of Kenrith and then
Yeah,
targeted somebody's.
I think you were thinking about that, but you put out the flyer. You put out the Shimmerwing Chimera.
Okay. But
Was
what did
that-
I target with the Impersonator?
Oh,
Because I
it
could have
was
sworn I
draw
made it
engine.
What's
I
that?
thought it was your draw engine because you had 3 copies of it at one time, and I know we didn't get rid of all 3 copies of it.
No, yeah, I did bounce it and then I brought it back and I know I used it as a Kenrith. I just don't remember what I targeted. What creature?
Oh,
I know Hamza was the original Kenrith, which I put in the graveyard.
Yeah, because we were joking about it. And we were talking about doing it on a soldier, yeah, I mean, I think you were talking about Cloudstone.
I remember
As
you
a
talking about Cloudstone, yeah.
I don't know if you actually did it that way or not.
No, I'm positive I made it a copy of Kenrith's transformation because I drew off of it. I just don't remember what creature I targeted.
Oh, you would originally with the Kenrith, you had targeted his
Yeah,
The
the second,
top.
if it was the second trigger, what the other one would have targeted.
Yeah, the first one was Hamza. I just don't remember what the second one was, which sucks because you're mowing down creatures, and I want to make sure that I get rid of it if you killed the creature.
Yeah, I don't remember a second one going off.
All right,
So
it's my fault for not remembering it. I'll just put it in the trash.
okay, so I think what we said, there was already how much damage on this?
3.
3. Um,
And you targeted 4 things, so you
yeah,
have
I've already put it down. to
two
6.
more that you can target before it dies.
Okay. Then back to Eddie's board. Let's see what's left creature wise.
Dryad is 2 lands, and all lands are all types. The black card is exile entire graveyard. The blue one is bounce a thing. The Weaver is tap for each thing.
Am I upkeep?
Enchantment.
Yep.
Mine is tap for mana, artifacts cost 1 less, and Meteor Golem. And his is.
Okay, I think I go up to Pete's and get rid of the one with the 5 counters on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got one more if you wanted to do it.
And how many counters are on the other thing?
3. It's a 3/3.
Okay.
Now
And it's
multi.
so what card is that? I can't
It's
see
a Stone Coil Serpent. It's got reach, trample, protection from multicolored.
it. Yeah, we'll get that.
All right, so I'm the one that gets the board wipe. Check.
Interesting.
Okay. Oops. And okay, I think that's probably quite enough for me, so I will pass my turn.
Okay. Let's untap.
So now I'll be the enemy.
Yeah. Ballista is literally just a machine gun towards today's.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, particularly since I had the death
Okay.
touch going.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna lose a life, draw a card off the Phyrexian Arena. And then I'll draw for turn. And then as far as bouncing something, an enchantment at the beginning of my upkeep. Is it a May? No, it's not a May. That stinks.
The Dryad, maybe? Just because they all tap.
No, the Omen.
Oh, yeah, the Omen's the scry thing.
All right, now let's get into my turn. Well, you kind of screwed me up a little bit, not gonna lie.
Sorry, I got commander text.
Swing back to the multi-channel.
I think it's
All
the
right,
first.
let's play my first land for turn. Let's first cast the commander. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna cast Tatsunari for 5. And I lose 2 off that. Let's tap the Sanctum Weaver for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll use this.
Cast Umbral Mantle and with Staff of Domination.
No. So I have 11 there. I'm going to tap this for 2 more, so we'll bring it up to 13. We're going to cast Exploration, making a Kimi, and Cloudstone Trigger is going to bring back the Wild Growth. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3,
How much mana do you have?
4. Oh, actually, put those back. Not 4.
Total.
So I have 13 green right here,
Yeah.
and then I have.
You cast Exploration, so that brought it down to what?
I paid when I cast Exploration.
And then we lose when I made the Kimi. We have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
That's 15 damage to the board with the 2 Cloudstones and Exploration triggers.
There's only one Cloudstone.
Yeah, but it's every single time. It's not once per turn.
I know. But you said with the 2 Cloudstones. That's why I said there's only one.
No, the Exploration and the Utopia Sprawl, whatever it's called.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna use 3 of this, bring it down to 10. Which is somewhere in here. There we go. And tap that for a blue, and we're gonna play a Sakashima, copy in the Kimi.
Okay.
4, you had 26, it's 13 times 2.
We're gonna-
6 damage. You have the game.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna bounce a creature to my hand. And then from here I can loop the Exploration
Actually,
and the Wild Growth. Oh,
But
go ahead.
in response to the Sakashima,
Yep.
can't I ping it?
You can.
So I will do that.
So when a Takashimi enters, you target the Katsunari, the Kimi.
The Kimi. So I mean it. How many do you have?
I've got 3 more.
Okay. So it's gonna enter as a 3/1. And then when I cast the Wild Growth, bringing this down to 9. We got to do the math because I'm assuming you're going to kill it multiple times. So I'm going to cast the Wild Growth.
Yeah.
We're going to put it onto this land. It's going to bring out a Kimi. Kimi is going to bounce Sakashima to my hand. And Exploration is going to go to my hand. And then I'm going to try again with Exploration. And I'm assuming...
Yeah, so I will...
So you're going to do that 3 times, right?
Yeah, so I think we'll keep hitting the Kimi.
You had 3 more times?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 more times would be that I'm spending 1 mana.
It's at least 2 total from those 2 things.
How much is Sakashima costing you?
4. Right, because he's going to do it in response to me casting Sakashima.
So that's 5, 10, that's 15 mana you have to spend before you get one where you can't kill it.
Which is fine, because in between each one, I'm tapping these down, and I'm putting a Wild Growth on it. So I'm generating extra mana each time. I just got to do the math on it, sorry. But it's 15, so we're going to get rid of 9 mana. That thing's going away. We're going to get rid of 9 mana. We're going to go... This one taps for 3 right now. So that's 12 mana.
Yeah.
This will go back. And then that'll go there. We'll tap that for 3. And that'll be 15. And then at this point, Sakashima can come out. 1, 2, 3. 4. Copy and Kimi.
Okay, so before we start doing the Sakashima, like how much damage will we have accumulated?
6.
Right.
4. Right?
Mhm.
4 or 5.
No, you're right. 4. It's 4.
Okay, so we might as well take that now before we
Yeah.
start getting doubles.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Okay.
So now in terms of mana, so I'm going to tap this for 1, play the Wild Growth, bounce the Exploration. You guys each take 2. Chris, can you just keep track?
Yeah, it's 2.
And I gain 2. Yeah. All right. So we'll tap this for 3. Use 1. So I should have 4 because the last one only cost 1 and I tapped it for 2. So we'll use 1 for the exploration, bounce the wild growth.
So that's another 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use 1 of the 4. Go to 3. Play the wild growth. Bounce the exploration. That's another 2.
Yeah.
Tap this for 3 green. Play the exploration. This goes up to 6. Minus 1 is 5. Play the exploration. Wild growth comes back to my hand. Then use 1 to play the wild growth. On that, exploration comes back to my hand.
2.
Another 2.
Tap this for 2 green. This will go to 6. I'm going to use 1 for the exploration. That'll be 5.
Blue and a green, not 2 green.
No, it's 2 green because of the dryad.
Yeah, never mind.
You only have 1 land left.
Yeah, with 5 in my pool.
Yeah.
It also is a blue and a green because the dryad's in my hand. So let's do it with the. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll float a blue. And this will go to 4.
So you do it 3 more times. So that's another 6 damage.
I can do it more than 3 more times. So the wild growth is in my hand right now. I'm going to use 1 of the floating green mana. So go to 3. Play the wild growth. Bounce the exploration. That's 1 time for you. Tap this for 2. This goes up to 5 green. And then I can do it 5 more times after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 22 total, and I gain 22.
Okay. So that would kill me.
I'm dead too.
Well, if it's 22
game.
total, that kills all of us because I'm at
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, exactly. It's,
Good game.
Well,
Oh.
I did what I could with Ballista to try and save
you
us.
did.
Well, if I had known that that's the way that trick worked, I would have used my beast within last turn to try to do something else.
Wow.
I didn't know
Well,
that that's what we were waiting on.
good game. I mean, that was
Sorry.
your deck got to spit a lot of stuff out, and
It definitely did.
I tried to give you some attrition on the board, but you got to bounce things back in. So yeah,
It was something else.
wow.
Good games, though, guys.
Good game.
That's the way that deck's supposed to work, I guess.